So hello guys, welcome. In this video I'm going to show you how to do route planning in FURUNO ECDIS in detail. So before drawing my route lines, what I normally do is I adjust my ship and route parameter values. So to enter into ship and route parameters value, what we have to do is on the right side of the screen you can see there is a menu button. You have to press that and from there we can enter our ship's parameter value. So these are basically just like default setting in your routes. So you have to adjust them before starting the passage plan. First is maximum speed. This we normally enter after checking from our ship's particular. So why do we fill maximum speed? That we'll see in the later part of the video. Next is our maximum height, that is the maximum air draft of ship. That also we can enter over here. Next is maximum draft, that is normally vessels aft draft, because it helps in adjusting of UKC calculation while in both in planning mode and also in monitoring mode. Now down below in route parameters we can also adjust our default line radius, XTD limits and safety margin. Now just for example, if I've set my line radius as 0.30 nautical mile, now you can see whenever I create a route plan, all of my waypoints will always have 0.30 as their default line radius, although we can change them by entering into individual waypoints. Now same is the case for XTD limit. If I have set my XTD limit to 100 meter, now you can see all my waypoints will have 100 meter as default setting. Now if I have to show you pictorial diagram, like this is my XTD limit. Normally it depends your company to company how much XTD or cross track distance you can keep. So 100 meter, 200 meter or 1 nautical mile depending the area which you are sailing in. Safety margin is the extra setting which is more than your cross track distance. So out of cross track distance, how much safety margin you can keep. So that value also you can change over here. So now before creating a route plan, let me just quickly explain this route plan table to you. The first option is new. Once I click over here, after that I can create any route plan whichever I want to by the mouse itself. Now the third option is unselect. Once I click this unselect, whichever route is loaded, it will unselect that route will be unselected. Now second option is to select. If we'll click over here, then all the routes which are there in your FURUNO ECDIS, those will be shown over here, and through them I can select any route. Now the next option is save as. Once you press over here, the route which you have created, you can change its name and you can save it. Now after this, to insert a waypoint, what we have to do, once we have clicked new, then anywhere on the chart you can left click with your mouse and you can continue dragging your cursor. Your waypoints will be created. Now if you want to see the range and bearing for your waypoints, what we have to do, click on guide box. Now you will see that once I start clicking anywhere on the chart, you can see below or side of the cursor, you can see range and bearing is available or is being shown as it was not being shown before. So you can continue making your waypoints by this. Now the next thing is to insert a waypoint. Now if I want to insert a waypoint, what I have to do, come to route plan box, select any waypoint and right click on that. Now there will be two options, insert after or insert before. Now let's say if I start using insert after. So what here it will do is, once I click on insert after, exactly between waypoint number 16 and waypoint number 17 in my case, it will create a waypoint. So let's see if I click over here, insert after. So as you can see, exactly between my two waypoints 16 and 17, it has created a waypoint. Now same thing is for insert before also. Let's say if I click on waypoint number 19, I click insert before, exactly in the middle it will create a waypoint. Now if you want to edit a waypoint, there are three ways. First is drag and drop. Left click on any waypoint, drag it anywhere on the chart and leave it. That will change your waypoint. Second is by adjusting the bearing and distance of that waypoint. Third is in your route plan box, if you come and change your latitude and longitude, you can adjust your waypoint. Now if you want to delete a waypoint, there are two ways. First is select any waypoint, right click on that and there will be an option to delete that waypoint. You can do that. Now second option is you can come to route plan window, in the waypoint list, select any waypoint, right click and it will delete your waypoint. Now once you have done all your changes, always make sure to press the save button, that will save your all the changes. And once we are done with all the changes, right click anywhere on the route and click finish. That will finish our route editing. Now let me explain this route plan table with you. First is the waypoint number. This is given automatically. Second is the name of the waypoints. Here you can change the name of waypoints like pilot station, berth, call master, pilot disembarkation, etc. Third is your latitude and longitude. This is simple. We can change our latitude and longitude of our waypoints. Next is steering mode. Here we can switch between GC or rumbline sailing, whatever you want. So next is our cross track limit. Here we can enter our cross track values in meters. So now if we'll come down below, we can see there are two options: cross track limit symmetrical and asymmetrical. If I'll choose asymmetrical, here we can see, or we can fill the values for port and starboard cross track individually. But normally port and starboard cross track distances are same most of the time. So normally I would choose symmetrical itself. Now the next option is planned speed. Here we can individually at each waypoint you can plan your speed. Now beside this planned speed, we also have speed max, that is the maximum speed that can be done in those waypoints. Now remember, earlier in ship's parameters we also had filled the values for the maximum speed, that was 20 meters. So our planned speed can never be more than our max speed which we have set earlier in ship's parameter. Remember this. Next is safety margin. I normally keep it 0 because already I've entered my values in cross track limits. I don't want to extend it much further. So normally you can keep it 0. After that we have local time. In this local time we can put the time difference what we will have between GMT and local time when we reach the waypoint. It will help in our ETA calculation. So I normally put this. Now in this FURUNO model we also have facility to link our user chart. For example, you can see on the left hand side, this is a user chart that is linked to my present route. Now this means that whenever I will open my present route, these user maps will also get opened automatically. Now to link a chart, what I have to do, first open any route. Like say this is the route which I want to open. I'll open this route, go to user chart. Over there on the left hand side you can see which all user maps are already linked. In the middle column, stored user chart, here you will find out all the user maps which are available in your FURUNO ECDIS. Now to link a user chart, select any user chart, left click, and you will see this tick mark is coming, and then click the left hand arrow. Now after pressing this left hand arrow, you can see all the user charts whichever I selected now are shown with my present route. Now if I want to unlink any user chart, all I have to do the same procedure again in reverse manner. Select the user chart on the left hand box, select, and then press the right hand arrow key. The user chart will be unlinked. Always make sure whenever you do these changes, make sure to press the save button so that whatever you have done you can save it before. So next we have alert parameters. In alert parameters there are three types of alerts. First is your depth related alert, second is your navigational warnings, and third is chart related warnings. So make sure you have selected all of them for route checks. Second, in check type, I have selected all legs. That means all of my waypoints will be checked. And after that, safety contour, here at what safety contour you want to check your route, you have to enter that value over here. So this is different than your monitored safety contour. Thereafter we'll go to check results. We'll click on check route. Once we do check route, all the settings which we have done in alert parameters, based on that the route will be checked over here. So if I'll click this, you can see on the right hand side top corner it's showing now checking, and here on top it is showing there are 33 alerts which are there in this. Right, I can see a list is present over here for which all alerts are present on which all waypoints. So this list is very important, you must check it. Now as you can see over here, there are two alerts which are very dangerous for my navigation. One is safety contour and one is UKC limit in my present case. Other alerts like PSS area, cautionary area, restricted areas, all these alerts are just good to know alerts. These are not dangerous to navigation. So if I want to change my waypoint for this safety contour and UKC limit, what I'll do is first I'll find out the waypoint on which this alert is there. I'll click on that route, I'll edit my route, insert a waypoint or delete a waypoint, whatever is the case. So for example, this is over here. I'll change my waypoint, I'll shift my waypoint to avoid the alerts. Once I've done that, I've confirmed everything is okay. Again I'll press check route, and then again I will check whether more alerts are added or not, or if my safety contour or UKC limit alert is gone or not. So now you can see we have no more safety contour alert or UKC limit alert is there. So this, my route is okay. Once you have done your check route, then you can save your route. Now to put this route on monitoring, I have to press this exchange to monitor. If I'll press this, you can see on my ECDIS red color course will be shown. That is indication that your route is in monitoring. Thank you.